And just continue to breathe and open your hearts and your minds and really allow yourself to tap into the truth and the knowing that you are holy, you are divine, and in this space miracles happen. In this space, you are free, you are happy, you are joyful, you are connected. This is your true nature. Be still and allow this truth to permeate your entire being, every cell, every thought. Continue to breathe and listen. Be still and feel the magnificence of who you are. This light within you dispels all darkness, all fear, all sickness, all sadness, and brings forth our highest and best selves, our true selves. And this light shines so brightly that it touches every being, every plant, every animal, and transforms their fear, their darkness into light. We give thanks for the many blessings that we receive every moment of every day. We ask that Spirit guide us, lead us, and direct us so that we may be of greater service to our brothers and sisters. For together we rise. We envision a world where peace and love prevail, and everyone feels loved and connected to all things. Good morning, everyone, from the Namaste Center in Flat Rock, North Carolina. We're glad to see everybody here live today in the audience and also out there on Facebook. So this is a great way for us to share who we are, and we're grateful to have you join us in this way. So thank you. So today I want to share and build a talk on a quote that's always been one of my favorites, and it actually came into my field of thought this week because of the Women's March yesterday and the power of that march yesterday. And who in this group marched yesterday? Well, Yahoo! You all had all of our Namaste hearts with you. And Linda, I have to say, Jack rocks. I mean, the fact that he was out there with all those women, and I have to say that I know that there were lots of men out there. So this is not a women's issue alone. This is a much bigger issue. And anyway, we rise by lifting others. That's a quote from Robert Ingersoll, and how true that really is. We rise by lifting others. Millions of men and women around the world. I read upwards of 5 million. It's a lot of people. And coming together, pink hats or not, coming together with the purpose of co-creating a better world, a world where everyone is included and all needs are being handled and met, where love prevails, where women are treated equally, blacks are treated equally, everyone, Hispanics, anyone who is not like us, not this looking like me or you, but everybody is accepted and loved and honored. And that's what this march is about. It's a much bigger picture than just maybe what the Pink Hats originally stood for. And I honor everybody who came together for that, because I think that this is just the beginning of something really awesome. It's already kicked off a huge, tremendous vibration in the world that no one can deny. And that is, this, what's amazing, and Linda reminded me, I read this last night, that 4 high school girls put this together hoping they could get a couple of hundred people out there. Well, guess what? They got their couple hundred and then a few thousand more, several thousand more. And then millions around the world. I don't know if you saw those swarms of pictures of people just marching and all for that common good. So we are creating a revolution on the planet today, a revolution of love, a revolution of the heart. And it's together we rise. I know that I read this quote, and it was from a Christian minister, but I think it's so powerful because we see the global greater picture, but then we've got our little Namaste community here, okay? And this is where we come to heal and charge up our batteries and honor and support each other and build family and be of service to each other and to the world. And she starts off to say, some people say, once you learn to be happy, you won't tolerate being around people who make you feel anything less. She goes on to say, my Christ says, your job is to get off your self-righteous butt and start reaching out to the difficult people, because my ministry wasn't about a bunch of nice people getting together once a week to sing hymns and get a feel-good message that you may or may not apply depending on the depth of your anger for someone. It's about caring for and helping the brokenhearted, the difficult, the hurt, the misunderstood, the repulsive, the wicked, and the liars. It's about turning the other cheek when someone hurts you. It's about loving one another and making amends. It is allowing people as many chances as they need because God gives us endless chances. When we do this, we will know Spirit even better, and we will know true peace and happiness even more. Until then, we'll never really know who Christ is. We'll always just be a fan of Sunday services or just a warrior. We will continue to represent who we are to the world, but not to our Spirit Father or Mother God. I am the God that rescues. And I think that's so powerful because, we often, this is great. And this is where we get to, I look at this as, we come together here on Sunday, obviously, to get a message, to be together, to have some music, to engage with each other. And the love in here is palpable. It's you feel it when you walk in the door. But what are we going to do with this message beyond? And, I include myself in all of this, okay? I've been around the block, okay? A lot of you guys have. I've seen a lot. I've been to a gazillion seminars, workshops. I've read a bunch of books, listened to tapes, watched films, as I know all of you have too. So we all got that in common. But you know what? It don't mean crap if we're not living it. It's meaningless. It really is meaningless. So and I don't say that with judgment. I say that sincerely for myself. So we teach what we need to learn? Well, I've created 2 groups that are really about heavy-duty healing and working through my own stuff. And it's great to share it with others. So, we have lots of opportunities here through the week, and that's happening. So Sundays are awesome, but we need to continue in that vein of supporting each other. As I mentioned last week, we're all on this journey together. And sometimes it's ugly. Sometimes people are a pain in the butt. And sometimes they're not really that loving. And, it's like, ugh, I don't like that person. And but you know what? That's part of the work. And boy, I tell you, many times I felt like running like, this is not fun. What the heck have I done? I just want to go get in my RV and take off and see you later. And this is not what I signed up for, but you know what? It's exactly what I signed up for. And that's the big lesson for me. It's right here with each and every one of you guys. And if I can't get it in this, what the heck makes me think I can get it anywhere else? So, that's the good news. We rise, we lift each other up. That's what we're here to do. This is another quote I'd like to share. Be nice to people. Maybe it'll be unappreciated. Maybe it'll be ignored, but spread the love anyway because we rise by lifting others. Sometimes people I've been nicest to have been like, to you, I think we've all experienced that, like, quit being nice to me. I'm like, okay, fine. But I think we've all experienced that. Our goal is to become awake, to become healed, I love what the Course in Miracles says, the quote, "Those who see themselves as whole make no demands." So when I am healed, then I will only see the sinlessness of my brother. I won't see the stuff. Well, I guess I'm not whole. But I'm better than I was. So that's the good news there. I got to find that positive. So a teacher of God is generous out of self-interest, okay? So, we don't think you're so holy because you're so nice and generous. We're generous out of self-interest because once you get it, you realize that I'm not going to really fully awaken till I am generous of spirit, generous of everything that I am to everyone. So a teacher of God is generous out of self-interest. So if you want, the final curtain call is when we're all holding hands, seeing the face of Christ in each other. So look at where you're not seeing the face of Christ, and that'd be a good place to start to be generous. Let go and let it all flow. This past week, I have an ADL student who I'm on the phone with, and she's in Knoxville, awesome lady. You'll meet her one day. She'll be ordained actually at our conference in April. But we were talking about the 1 Corinthians, that was part of this lesson. And I'd like to just read that because I think it's so powerful, because sometimes we get on these like, cool, I'm too cool for school type thing. And it says, "If I speak in the tongues of men or angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy, and I can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor, and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but don't have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it's not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, the awakening, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, a woman, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now I see only a reflection in the mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three things remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Period. So no matter what, okay? It don't matter nothing. If you have the greatest gifts, the greatest encyclopedia collection of spiritual voodoo and healing and all this, it's good stuff. It's useful. But if we don't carry that love with us, it's meaningless. It truly is meaningless. So those little gestures. The power, we rise by lifting others. I like this. It says, our souls grow and find happiness when we give to others. In fact, we're wired to be compassionate and kind. It's a genetic necessity. Isn't that great? The genetic necessity for human survival. The trust, connection, and cooperation engendered through giving creates community, restores the lonely hearts, and brings joy. So not only is this, like I said, you're generous out of self-interest, this is a genetic necessity, okay? So this is big stuff. Winston Churchill, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. There's many benefits by giving to others. The most important is happiness. When we truly give with no attachment, just give freely. That's huge. When we help our others, our life begins to have meaning. It's empowering to help others. We're more deeply connected than we could ever imagine, and everything we do to and for another, we do to ourselves. As we encourage another or celebrate their success, we're sending the same message to ourselves. There really is no other. We're all droplets of the same ocean, so we're really helping ourselves when we give to each other. There is no other. I and my brother are one. I and my sister are one. There's every encounter is a holy encounter, for in that person we'll either find ourselves or lose ourselves. Where are we still losing ourselves? Where are we still holding judgments, pointing the fingers, condemning, blaming, needing to take control? Look, this is all my stuff, okay? I'm just sharing my stuff. So maybe it'll hit a button with you guys, or maybe not. And I hope it does, because I don't think I'm alone on this. But I might be. Then you might say, what the heck is she doing up there? But anyway, life's most persistent question is, what are you doing for others? And of course, that's Martin Luther King. In helping others, including animals, we always help ourselves. And of course, I never want to leave animals behind, because I am so compassionate towards animals. I love animals so much. And there's a science behind giving, which I'd love to go into, but it's a lot. We'll have another talk on that. There's a positive feeling, though. This is one thing that came out of the scientific, and I know this to be true. It says the positive feeling is known as the helper's high. So that's pretty cool.